Hello and welcome to the very first BOXR Reflex Duel Cup. This is a North American Cup and we're going to be starting off with thisblue and kawa. So, it's going to be a good day, lots of fun games, really some great players that have signed up, so I'm very excited for this. So let's get started any second now.
Just as a heads up to any viewers, the format of the tournament changed a little bit. It is a double elimination bracket with 24 players, so we're going to be going on for a bit. Not entirely sure where the schedule will take us, but we'll see. Alright, so predictions. What I know is that thisblue is a very aggressive player. He's got a lot of speed to him, a lot of good technical skill. I believe he comes from Team Fortress 2. Pretty entertaining player to watch.
Excellent, so let's start off with him then.
Gets a good spawn.
Looks like a pretty even split at the moment. There's some very nice rockets that come out from thisblue. Kawa's low already, and there's the first frag.
Nice aggression too. Yeah, he took advantage of his opponent being low in health and just went straight forward.
That was a really nice prediction rocket there as he came for the teleporter. It's catching him off guard completely. Gets himself with red, the Mega's going to be up very shortly. Let's see if he can position himself for it. Ah, there we go. So thisblue's got really good control over this map right now. He's actually going to deny that yellow by doing damage to himself.
With the red armor coming up here soon, he definitely needs to get in position. Yep, that worked well.
Really nice of him there.
Yeah, thisblue has got some great movement. He's definitely learned that very quickly.
Oh, nice rocket there coming out from kawa, but
this is a great time to retreat there. After he took a little bit more damage, he realized that he had a lesser stack, so he just ran away to get some armors and stack up for the next fight.
Yep.
One of the things about reflex and dueling is that aim and positioning are incredibly important, but you should only take the fights where you can actually have a chance to win them.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a good example there where thisblue actually had good advantage in terms of stack, but he was caught behind in the red zone, so he took the back route out with a drop jump and then managed to get himself a frag going around.
Pretty solid item control so far.
Yeah, kawa might get the Mega.
Attempt.
Yeah, he does.
Nice attempt to rocket jump back over here, but just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, that happens when there's the same timing on both red and Mega at the same time. So it allows your opponent to actually grab one of the major items.
Yeah, that was well played by Kawa. Since he knew that both were coming up at the same time, he went for the one that he thought he could get, which worked out well. And to anybody who's new to watching Reflex, the armors respawn 25 seconds after they've been grabbed. Oh, that was a beautiful trap.
Yeah, really good trap there, the red. And he might be able to get the kill on this, but oh, not quite enough.
Yeah, that trap on the red armor is absolutely brutal. But as I was saying, the armors respawn 25 seconds after they've been grabbed, and Mega Health, whenever you get it, you get a buff that lasts until you take 100 damage. So it'll stay there, and as long as you haven't taken damage, it's not going to respawn. So it takes 30 seconds after you lose that buff to respawn.
And you lose a buff when you lose the 100 life gain from the Mega. And some nice spawn frags there. I didn't quite get the rail off, but he's gonna go grab some yellow instead.
Very nice shot there. Tracking somebody who's in the air at that speed can be a little tricky at times.
And there we see the trap again, but thisblue managed to rocket jump out and get himself to safety again, so he's making a really good job of not getting too caught out of that potential death trap.
Yeah, again with that trap at Mega, I think that is pretty much the most important way to get back into control on this map. You can see it's 8 to -1, 3.5 minutes into the game, but really, if Kawa got a solid lock on the map, he has plenty of time to turn this around.
Yeah, and this is a game where scores do differentiate quite a lot. They can really swing wildly from just in a few minutes. You can get 8 or 9 frags in just a couple of minutes, so it's not impossible to pull this back at this point.
Not at all. And this is a best of 3, by the way. This pick was thisblue's, and the second map is going to be Kawa's, which I believe was THC T2. Oh, very nice rocket jump.
Yeah, that was just a really fast rocket where he Managed to catch him immediately. And that's rail there.
Both players are sitting at 50% railgun accuracy, which we have a new widget by Qualks that shows the hit scan accuracies. It's pretty slick stuff.
Yeah, in a game this fast, it is like obviously accuracy is very important, but again, it makes it harder to make those shots when the opponent's flying on the map with less predictability than a slower game.
I'm going to change over to Kawa here. He got his first red armor, and I want to see if he can do anything effective with it. He did lose a little bit more health than he wanted to at that fight, but with this yellow armor up, I think that'd be a good thing for him to go for.
Yeah, he made a mistake there by trying to jump into that zone. He wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, he was kind of waiting out in the open instead of actually armoring back up after the fight. So this blue had a stack advantage since Kawa was just waiting for the fight to happen.
Importantly though, he's not giving up. It can be very disorientating and actually quite disheartening to be in a situation like this. So the fact he's still playing at the best visibility by the looks of things is a good sign.
Yeah, Kawa seems to have good technical skill. I'm not aware of him as a player, but he certainly knows how to move around the map, and he's got some good aim. This blue is just controlling the items a lot better, which is pretty much the most important thing in Reflex.
Yeah, although the game looks like it's about frags, it's really more about controlling the map and denying items from your opponent, so this blue is doing a great job in this game of doing that. Kawa getting caught out there with red, but he does manage to get himself out, and he's in a fairly good situation for the first time in this match. Actually chasing down himself, and he might be able to get a frag here, but has to disengage at that point.
Yeah, he's getting close there. The shotgun is an excellent finishing weapon, but he misses out on the Mega. Still, he has a significant stack advantage, so if he can get into a good position, he could get a kill here.
Yeah, definitely. He's got a decent position as well, so...
Well, he kind of gave up that position. Personally, I would have stayed up a little bit higher and taken advantage of the fact that this blue only had a couple exit options.
Oh, missing that triple jump there, and this is the perfect time to get a frag, but wasn't quite high enough.
It's a shame that Kawa didn't deny him those healths, too, because he took the damage, and then he just teleported away. This blue was in pretty poor position since his health was so low. The armors absorb a percentage of the incoming damage, so it's very nice to have them, but if you're low on health, they're not going to do enough for you.
Yeah. I'm getting trapped there in the corner. But this blue again is very low. I mean, for the past couple of minutes this blue has looked like he's fraggable at quite a few points, so...
Yeah, he's kind of holding on to the control of the game by the skin of his teeth, but the score does not reflect that.
So just over 3 minutes here, and it's looking like, judged on the score, that this blue is definitely going to win this game. But what would you say to him if you were behind him, you're coaching? What would you say to him to encourage him for the next map?
Well, this was obviously this blue's map pick, and I think that this blue has a lot of speed. So you're going to see somebody like him going for a lot of rushes, and it plays well into his style. So the next map that was picked was, I believe, THCT2, which has a lot more traps that can be set up for sneakiness. So
yeah, so you think maybe slowing the game down a little bit and trying to play.
Avoid the fights that you won't be able to win. Make sure that you're staying healthy and not getting caught out.
Bit of a random grenade there, and he goes for the red. I don't think that was the best point, and he's going to lose his life for it, so... Yeah, I don't think statistically it's possible to come back now at this point. And there's the GG.
Yep. GG is called. So Kawa says, let's go to game 2. And he says, I should have banned this map. Yeah, this is a good map for this blue.
Right, so we're just going to go to the next map now.
Alright, so this is Kawa's map pick, and if Kawa can beat him on this map, then the third one is THCT7, which is, in my opinion, one of the best maps in the game right now.
Yep. So this map has 2 yellows and 2 greens, and it's the blue, not the blue area, sorry, the mega area can be a bit of a trap sometimes, and the red does take a jump to get to, and there's 3 different ways of getting to that jump. One is more difficult than the other, 2 are fairly simple to get to, but that is a good place to actually get shots off on your opponent when they're trying to go for that red and actually knock them down. And just for information, this is a slightly older version of the map. There's a slightly more updated version, but this is the version that most players get the best frames per second on, so we're going to be using this for the tournament setup.
So after this game is over, I believe we're going to be going into Tomato versus his opponent, and I'm not entirely sure if Tomato has found him yet, but I will try to get in contact with him to make that as smooth as possible.
Cool. Alright, so let's go into game number 2 then of thisblue and Kawa. And this is a best of 3, so Kawa really has to kind of come back strong in this.
Alright, I'm going to watch Kawa. He gets the red armor spawn, he goes for the green armor first, and then the red, which is a good thing to do, because the green armor plus red takes you to 150. If you get the red, then you're going to be 150 without it, the green.
Importantly as well, he gets the rocket launcher, and some players' mistakes is they actually don't pick up a weapon, they get straight for the armor, and they can get into an early fight and just only have the bolt burst gun, so...
To me, whenever I'm in this position, I like to have as many hit scan weapons as I can. You see that thisblue had the ion cannon, he was just playing keep away, so that's something that Kawa just could not take advantage of.
Oh, unfortunately, he slipped into the lava and actually killed himself, so going to -1 there. And it's a tough fight here, I think he should probably back off and pick up some armor.
Definitely. Yeah, he should be getting a rocket launcher, possibly a bolt rifle, just staying away, and fortunately this armor's up. Oh, is he going to miss it? Okay, good.
There he goes.
Yeah, so he's in a decent stack. He's pretty comparably stacked up compared to thisblue.
He's got a decent set of weapons now as well, so he can better take a fight.
This is the sort of time in the game where you have to play the positioning match. You have to get into a good spot where you're not going to take damage, and you do good damage to your opponent. So, looking at the armors that are coming up, cause that thought since they actually rushed each other.
Yeah, and that, again, the same mistake there where he caught in a bad position at the red, just underneath it where the lava is, and actually ended up melting again, so that's not actually melting, but almost getting melted, which meant that a lot of damage was taken for an easy kill by thisblue. So going up to 1 to -1.
Yeah, and he did decent damage there, but since thisblue was escaping to the armor, it really didn't mean much. One of my favorite things to do in this game whenever an armor is up is to stay close to it and bait a fight, and thisblue played that pretty well. Same thing here. He was taking the damage, but he could escape right to that yellow armor.
Yeah, that was a good tactic. Although Kawa is doing a lot better here of not losing too many frags in the early game. He's only down by 2, which is much better than he was in the previous map. Although it looks like there might be a frag. He's taking off 3 life and he needs to get away really quickly.
And again, thisblue takes some damage and retreats straight to the armors. That's definitely a good strategy, because not only is it keeping Kawa damaged with the fights, but it's removing all the armors from the map.
Yeah, he's playing very conservatively, which is a really good tactic.
Mega and Red are coming up at the same time. Kawa's very low. I really would have taken that teleporter and went for the Mega here. At least he does get it here.
I probably should be looking for that yellow down at the bottom, but it might not be safe. Thisblue might be down there right now, seeking out his opponent. I'm actually almost getting trapped again at that point. It really, to me, looks like Kawa's needs to work in his positioning a little bit. It seems to be getting caught up a lot.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of good options whenever he is running away to armor back up, but he's just not aware of what thisblue's options are, like as far as running away and getting the armors that are going to be up. So he's just kind of missing out on some of that.
Just getting himself his first frag though, and he's got red and mega now, and thisblue looks like he's on the ropes. He might be able to chase him down and get the kill, but again, he managed to get away before the end of the fight.
Nice little rocket jump he did there. Double jump off the wall. Double jump and rocket jump off the wall, rather. Yeah, he's got good control. Could turn this into more solid control.
But yeah, we did see thisblue then managed to get away from a fight that it looked like he should have died by all measures, but he managed to sneak himself away and restack back up to a decent amount of stack now.
Must have practiced that jump. It's a neat one. I've never seen that before. That's a good time to retreat. Yeah, I think thisblue's movement is really serving him well at this point, because whenever he wants to escape, Kawa's just not getting the chase in.
It's 4-0 just before the halfway mark, and it's looking very solidly in favour of thisblue, but again, Kawa's showing specks of glimmers of hope. It might be possible he can pull it back, but he's going to have to start working really hard right now.
Yeah, he's going to need to be careful too, because if you give up too many frags at this point, it starts to get ugly. 1 frag a minute is completely doable, but whenever you get to like 3 and 4, then you need solid control and an opponent who's not entirely playing plus back. And there's that runaway from thisblue. Grenade kill, alright.
That was really nice, and positive in the scoreboard for the first time this match.
Pretty much all the armors are coming up at the same time, so Kawa needs to do something. Okay, and he's getting the Mega too, that's good. Yeah, I think he can do something here.
Grab himself the rail, but... oh, he's getting almost up hard by these rockets.
Biggest thing I noticed there was that all the armors were going to be down for another 15 seconds or so, and Kawa was just rocket jumping around like crazy, so thisblue knew where he was and was trying to set up a trap, but it kind of backfired on him. So, yeah. 5-4. Very nice.
He's playing really aggressively right now, and he's managed to pick up those 4 frags very quickly. We could see a comeback right here. Oh dear, and you're getting caught right in a corner and getting stuck. He's 15 life, there's not a lot they can do. He's randomly bouncing grenades around, and thisblue actually managed to... I don't know why they decided to back off there.
Well, he saw the Mega was up, I guess, so he probably wanted to just get that. And as we've said, control is the name of the game, not just frags. So that was probably a wise decision by thisblue.
Yeah, it could have been possible that Kawa actually spawned immediately on the Mega, so I guess that would have been a disadvantage for thisblue to actually kill in that situation.
That certainly does come up in these games a lot. Yeah, I should mention the spawn model in this game. It biases toward a distant spawn from where you died. So if you die on one side of the map and an important item is on the other, there's a good chance you're going to get it. So it does make sense to hold off on killing your opponent in that case.
7-4 now and 3 minutes remaining, and we have seen Kawa get quite a few frags in just a couple of minutes, so it is still possible for them to come back into this, but they're going to have to get themselves probably this next red, and it's gone immediately to thisblue.
Oh,
really nice grenades there, wow. Actually bouncing thisblue forward and back, but walking straight into a rocket themselves. 8-5 and 2.5 minutes remaining.
Very nice direction from thisblue. What is going on?
These rockets, they almost look random by the way they're being aimed, but they seem to be doing a lot of damage, so there must be some method here.
Yeah, the grenades, I think they detonate, 2 seconds after they've been fired, if they don't hit anything, but if they hit a player on direct contact, they explode, and admittedly, they have a large hitbox in this game, but still, those are He's firing them off walls that he can't even see his opponent on, so that's good stuff.
It's only a few flag lead here with just under 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, we're looking at about 2 frags per minute to tie this game, and it's starting to get to the situation where you have to say, Kawa, you need to rush.
Yeah.
But this blue is doing a good job of rushing into him anyway.
Yeah, this blue isn't playing defensively at all at this point, and actually, it might be doing himself disjustice by doing that because he gave away that frag quite easily. A minute and a half, so 2 frags.
Yeah, this is still doable by Kawa.
This is the point though where we really have to just go for it. It's no point holding back.
I'm surprised he didn't rush that mega. He knew it was spawning.
Just missing that direct rocket there. This blue in the lava, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Yeah, a good bounce.
Rockets.
Oh, nice.
A really nice rocket to rail combo there. Pulp rifle really strong this game, doing 80 hit scan damage. 1 frag and only 45 seconds.
Next armor up is red. This is a very important one. Nice
Both
shot.
Pretty even.
30 seconds. He's got the stack advantage.
Can he find his opponent? Here we go, it's going to be the last fight of the game, and then Khatru gets it, and he looks like he's tied it up, and he might even be able to get a second frag. There he goes, and that might be the win. Wow, that might be the winning frag actually this game. He just has to stay alive for 10 seconds now.
Good choice to just wait next to the teleporter. This is probably one of the best spots to just wait it out.
And he shoots his opponent, and there we go. 9-8 to Khatru. What an amazing comeback. It looks like it was almost impossible at one point, but he managed to do it. Really well played. So here we go into game number 3 on THTT7. So this map doesn't have any greens on it. There's only 2 yellows and the red for armor and 1 mega. So, do you have any thoughts about this map and how they should be playing?
Oh, geez. You know, I think this is a mix in between the 2 styles. DP5 was certainly favoring this blue's aggression, whereas Kawa did a little bit better on THCT2, as we just saw. But oh, Kawa's building a light map. I thought I might have been lagging there. Kawa, I think if he plays the same way he did on THCT2, a little bit conservatively, not giving up too many frags whenever he's out of control, he could, you know, actually take this game as well.
Yeah, if you see some amazing grenade play like we did in the previous game, it could be Kawa actually winning this, but we'll see. Here we go, game number 3 of thisblue and Kawa. And probably start watching thisblue to start off with.
Sounds good.
Alright, gets himself the red and immediately heading over towards where the mega is, and he looks about to get both. So he's got a really good handle on the beginning of this game.
He's kind of missing out on some weapons right now, though. There's the rocket launcher, that definitely helps. I definitely, before the second set of armors, like to have every weapon I can available to me. The ion cannon, bolt rifle, and rocket launcher are the most important. So, this blue is in a very good position. If he can go for some aggression before his opponent gets this next armor, he should be good.
Oh, and actually misses his jump there, which is a little bit unfortunate. And denies the armor for armor power, so
Misses out on the second yellow. I think he could have rocket jumped there, but he's still going to get the frag. Yep. Well, not getting the frag, but his opponent dies anyway.
a little bit of burst gun damage there coming out from Kawa. Not the strongest starting weapon, but can do a bit of damage in a tight spot, so.
A lot of armors and the mega coming up all at the same time here. Probably a good choice by this blue to go for the mega and this yellow.
Yeah, and Kawa's been pretty aggressive there. I wasn't expecting that.
Not at all, but those rockets were very strong.
And actually that's almost even at the stack, but that rocket was really nice coming out from this blue, which has put Kawa back on their back foot, so have to see how they can re-establish something out of that. Ooh, getting caught on the side of the wall there, and it looks like another frag, and a really nice rocket in the air.
So both the yellows are being grabbed at the same time here. That makes it a little bit easier to stay in the game in this case. a lot of the times whenever you have a higher end player, they'll do a lot of things where they split the control of the yellow armor so that they can go from one to the other and then just get every armor on the map. And that's just something that is very deadly to be caught in. In this game, as long as they're coming up at the same time, then whoever's out of control has a much easier chance of getting back in.
Yeah, and there it is exactly what just happened there.
Yeah, they were both grabbed at the same time because both players wanted them.
Nice. There's Kawa coming back with the first frag.
Yeah, let's see what Kawa can do. He goes for the red. Let's see if he's going for the mega as well. Misses out on that. That's understandable. They were both coming up about the same time.
I'll probably see the split here on the armors.
Well, yep, they appear to have split.
Yeah, it looks like this pretty much picked them both up, but I think Kawa's in position there for the other one. He probably would have done a good job of actually knocking off his red there to take it, but...
Yeah, a better thing to do whenever you have control and you don't need an armor, but both are coming up at the same time, is to sit in between them. On that 50 health where this blue is right now, you can just wait there and then hurt your opponent whenever he grabs one, and then grab the other armor once he's done some damage to you. It's one of my favorite strategies for this map.
Yeah, it's a very strong position there, right where the 50 is. It's a good place to be. So we go another frag to this blue, and it's 4-1, and we're not seeing a complete domination here, but we're seeing again a very strong start from this blue. So he
does seem to be the favored player in this one right now.
Yeah, we could see another upset though. I mean, especially if we can start to see those grenades coming out again.
Oh yes, and that. Nice. That was an aggressive rocket jump by this blue and just did not pay off.
Yeah, Kawa seems to play quite aggressively, but does get really nice damage when they do. And sometimes they take advantage of the other player kind of making a misstep, and that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, whenever you play this game and you're getting into it, a lot of the players who have just insane aggression throw off some of the newer people. So playing this blue, if you're new, is going to be completely overwhelming. But once you get used to it, there are some things you can exploit from that sort of style.
The bonking heads there, and Kawa backing off a little bit.
Wow, that damage.
Wow, really nice there. Both players exchanged the same rail, but Khatru had just enough life in order to get the frag, so it's actually only 4-3, but another really nice grenade coming from this blue, and I think this game's been a bit back and forth.
It's the only weapon he has, and he gets 2 frags with it.
Yeah, grenades for days.
Yeah, those hitboxes on the grenades are just wonderful. Nice item control, and with the split yellows, I think this blue is in a stronger position than he was a minute ago.
Yeah, he seems to have a little bit better grasp of the map right now. It's looking a little bit more frantic, and he seems to have locked down the control slightly better in the past 30 seconds.
This blue is hitting 60% rail, and Kawa is hitting 21%, so I think that might be a slight defining factor for some of these. Then again, Kawa might be just firing them in less likely to hit situations.
You're denying both yellows there, and Kawa's only got himself a few shards.
Yeah, Kawa's playing this right though. This blue is getting everything, so what Kawa needs to do is just keep running around, get all the shards, do as much damage as he can, but no, that was unadvisable. Rushing into that sort of fight was not wise.
He got 2 decent grenade hits off, but then he rushed back in again when he should have probably backed out, and that's what lost him that engagement. So just gone past the halfway mark, and 9-2 to this blue. And I think this is probably going to be his game, but
yeah, Kawa's making a lot of aggressive actions here whenever I think it's uncalled for.
It's almost a little bit like it's a desperation that he's playing in this style.
Yeah, I wouldn't shoot for that with this time left, but the score is ticking down, or the scores are getting a little bit wider. Time is ticking.
He's doing the same kind of grenades in the previous map, but they're not getting the same results, unfortunately, so...
You could say they're getting negative results there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem with some of these projectile weapons that do a lot of splash damage. You can end up actually killing yourself with them. Both the rocket launcher and the grenade launcher.
Yeah, and at this point, since this blue has enough time between each of the armors to get every single one, he actually wants to take the damage. So he's okay with rushing headfirst into those as long as he doesn't eat like 3 grenades at once.
Yeah, he's firing a lot of random grenades here and kind of not going for the items as much anymore. I'm just watching over to Kawa's position for a second. And he can't contest for that yellow. Good choice to go to the other one, but he's getting bullied pretty hard now at the moment. Oh, nice. And Kawa there taking an aggressive rocket jump to try and get away from that situation and actually turning back and getting the frag on this blue. So it goes back up to 2 frags, but it's only 2.5 minutes. He's only got 12 frags to ping up, which is a lot.
Yeah, and I noticed this blue, after he died there, he actually held off on respawning for 5 seconds, because you're allowed to just wait there, and if your opponent, your opponent can't do anything while you're waiting, he can just run around and grab armors. But since this blue's waiting for the clock to go down anyway, that's a very smart thing to do in that case.
Yeah, definitely. Again, grenades doing a lot of damage there to Kawa.
I was just informed that Kawa is a girl. Had no idea. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good
girls
to see
on Reflex.
Like diverse player base. Really good. So 1.5 minutes now, and I think this is probably getting to the point where it's almost impossible statistically to actually come back from this.
Right. Yeah, we're well past that, I think. All right. So, well played by both players. Certainly an entertaining set of matches to watch. And next up, I believe we're going to have Tomato versus who's his opponent? Lanzaroff? Is that an L or uppercase I? Can't tell with this font. I'm sorry if I messed it up.
Yeah, that was a good series, especially the comeback in game number 2. That was very exciting to see. Wasn't expected at the beginning, and then suddenly we came from quite a big score difference to actually winning the game. So really well played, and it'll be interesting to see where she can come in future tournament placings.
Yeah, I just pasted it.